Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And in today's one, we're going to be talking about the Dubai market for when it comes to real estate and what do the numbers actually reveal. Now, on my phone here, I'm going to be looking at my phone quite a bit today just to reveal the numbers. But I want to give you the Q2 property sales over the last 5 years. So specifically quarter two. Okay. Now we're going to be looking at it from 2020 all the way up to 2024. Okay. Now in 2020 we had about almost 11 billion dirhams worth of sales that happened. Okay, and that was about 5,400 transactions. Now let's jump forward all the way up to 2024. Now this is absolutely staggering. This from almost 11 billion dirhams worth of sales to 124 billion. And that's almost 44,000 transactions. So, those of you who have been saying the market's going to crash, this is going to happen, all this is going to happen, based on these numbers, I'm sorry, I don't see that happening anytime soon. I think the market has 15x from where we in 2020. And 2025 numbers are once again showing that the market is not slowing down. In fact, I think we're going to smash the previous year's record. A lot of you are not being fed the right information. This, I'm starting to see a lot more evidence on this. The more social media, especially the adverts, especially what ads you're being fed right now is not giving you the real picture, the honest picture. The honest picture is that there are some fantastic projects, and there are some very good projects. There's some medium projects, and there's some I wouldn't really go near that project. There's a whole spectrum of projects which are available, but there's only certain types of projects that make sense in that time period to invest in. In a couple of videos before, I spoke about the boom cycles which are happening in specific areas. That's the areas that you should be investing in. The rest of the areas are, well, it might not be the right time at that time. There's a right time to enter the market, and that would not be for that location, it wouldn't be the right time. I can point to a couple of areas right now on this video that would be good for you to enter. Meydan is one of them. Meydan is a growing area. There's a lot of development happening here, and the question you need to ask yourselves is, why is that? Well, it's only 5 minutes, 4 minute drive from downtown Dubai Mall. It's very strategically located, and it's very underdeveloped. But all the big villas, all the big construction developers are here now developing out. So going back to the main message of the video, if you're really looking to invest in Dubai and you're really looking to make an investment decision which is appropriate, which is sensible, which is actually going to give you a proper return on your investment for the future, you need to be fed the right information. But if you're being fed information which is invest here, 5% ROI, 10% ROI, I don't think you're being fed this is not the way to make a decision. You need to look at the location. You need to look at what's happening in the area. You got to look at what's happening in the amenity space. You got to look at what's happening strategically. What is the Dubai government doing for that area? What's the timings for certain areas to get in and out? What's the road works like? I can give a very simple example. A lot of you were looking at Damak. I'm not trying to say anything wrong here. I'm just saying that there were certain projects by Damak in one area of Dubai, and it was quite that road works that were happening in that area were quite tedious at that moment in time. They were the infrastructure was still getting built, and there was huge traffic jams which were happening in that area at that time. Now it's being smoothed out. There's a lot of work happening to ensure that this problem doesn't happen. So now is the right time to be investing in that area. But before, back then, it was a very risky proposition. But yes, there was a couple of DMAC projects where were on that straight of road. Okay. There's also been some other projects which are happening on the backside of Dubai. Um, if you've seen the recent news reports, which is happening overseas in another country, I don't want to name the country right now, it might lead you to be cautious of investing. But again, if you were talking to a trusted person that knows about what's happening on the ground, that knows the market, you would have not been fed this rubbish in the first place. And that's what I'm trying to say in this video is that based off the numbers, the market is looking extremely promising. And based on Q2 numbers of this year, we are flying past last year's record. I can see it getting smashed this year. I'm seeing it very well. But you need to invest in the right projects. So you see, when I bring a project to this channel, look, the last couple of videos, I think I've only spoken about maybe one or two developers in my last couple of videos. Samana was one of them because of the discount, which I was stunned at, and maybe another developer I spoke about. That's it. I'm limiting my the types of projects I'm presenting on the channel because I think that it's irrelevant actually. Based on my maturity, based on what I have seen, it's actually irrelevant now. Where the trick is knowing where am I on the distance on the map, what is the quality of the build, the amenities, and strategically speaking, what's Dubai government doing on that part? Then make the investment decision. Not only do you guarantee the safety of your investment, of your cash, you're guaranteeing yourself a long-term success. And I think looking at these 4 or 5 dimensions is the best way of analyzing it. There's many projects on the market right now. Your head can explode. That's why I've stopped looking at every new launch. And actually, now I'm just looking at the locations. Now I'm just looking at the location and going, do you know what? Meydan is good. Jumeirah is good. This area is good. Why is it good? Because it's already established. There's a new project getting launched here, and it's got to skyrocket in value. That's what we want. We want to make money. We don't want to be paying appreciated prices. A couple of videos ago, I mentioned that there was a 2 bedroom for 2.7 million dirhams. It was hardly 1,000 square feet. Just tell me one thing. Would you really buy into that? I think it's too small, and I think it's overpriced. And that's what a lot of you have been told, that actually that's a good investment to make. Um, I think it's overpriced. You can find something a lot better with your cash in some other location for that same amount. You can get something huge for that much amount of money. So you need to understand the person that you're talking to, are they feeding you the right information? If they're not feeding you the right information, they're likely just trying to make a fast commission. And that is not what we're here to do. We're here to protect your investment. We're here to protect your returns. And we're here to protect and present the right credible image of Dubai for the world. So guys, if you're interested to make an investment in Dubai, my WhatsApp details are in the link in the below. Click on it, and let's have a call. Let's have a chat to see what you'd like to do going forward in the future. And don't forget to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and share the video, and click the bell icon so you're notified of my videos that I'm publishing on a daily and weekly basis. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.